You've got to get in the field. You can't grow a fashion sense if you're not immersed in fashion culture. Let me show you how to actually build taste and make your closet feel like you. Welcome or welcome back, depending on if you've been here or not. My name is Zari and this is Fashion Saturdays. Today we are talking about building fashion sense. We are getting immersed in the culture of learning what fashion is, how we can get more involved, and just overall become better fashionistas, because it's in all of us.
You need to know how to build outfits that aren't inspired by other people's already existing outfits. You need to know how to use abstract style inspiration to build your personal style. If you only allow yourself to be inspired to create outfits through other people's ideas, you're never truly going to find your own voice and cadence and way of getting dressed.
In this day and age, you are what you consume. That goes with any type of media. So with fashion, if your output is lacking, that means your input is lacking. So we got to improve what we're putting into our system so we can produce better outfits and just, better conversations in regard to fashion. I'm not sure if everybody wants to be a person where they're talking fashion all the time. Something that has really been working for me is by following creators on social media. If I'm already just scrolling and scrolling, I might as well be scrolling for stuff that's giving back to me, like they're inspiring me to be better. And some of the people that I can say have truly done that, I'm gonna just go down the list. For the YouTubers, I feel like one of the main ones is State of Dallas.
I can't wait till the fashion girls get hip to me. When the fashion girls get hip to me, they're gonna see, like, dark-skinned girl who's eclectic, loves all the extravagant things, loves runway fashion, loves streetwear. I just can't wait, because it's gonna shake up the game for sure.
She's not wanting to put herself in a box, and she lately just did this video on, everybody says they're just a girl, but they're not really breaking the mold. They're being a girl's girl by staying in this little box of what a girl should be. And she breaks that box, she breaks the mold, and she inspires me to break the mold. She does have a lot of takes on kind of like higher end stuff on fashion, so I enjoy that. I'm not there yet, like I just can't justify spending that money, but she's more on that side of things. So I would definitely say look at her stuff if you are ready to elevate your closet. Number one off of YouTube is obviously going to be De'Ara. She's been that girl since, way back when. And also we are Aries twins, so we locked in. But De'Ara, and she also come from the South like me too, but she has been such a statement in terms of fashion for YouTubers, for girls in the South. Like, she's been that person that everybody goes to look to, and just one of an OG, YouTube girls. So obviously I've been looking at her, and you've probably looked at her too. She is somebody that I look towards, and with her new brand for Lorve, it's just so inspiring to see Black women going for things. So these two ladies are mature, but they just inspire me as to what my closet can be, a decade from now, or maybe a little bit later. But they are established women, and they look so beautiful. Janae, she has a closet that is to die for. It's gorgeous. So I follow her for that. I love her takes, and she's like very fun. And I think I kind of found her because she also has a friend, and he comes, they like, do a chit chat in the closet. It's very cute. The next one is politics and fashion. I followed them or subscribed to them just because, one, I am a thought daughter, so I was very much so going to follow her. And when she also does her fashion takes, my worlds are combining. They're combining in such a lovely way. And she'll do like long episodes. She'll do in-depth on what she wore during her trips and where she sourced it from. I'll put some other creators that I watch on YouTube as well, but let me get into the fun people. The fun people, I feel like, is Coco Chanel. If you do not know, it's a year to break into fashion. Wanted to go the standard route, being in STEM, and it just wasn't working for her. Fashion is her spirit, is her passion, and she's on YouTube, she's on TikTok, grinding it out, trying to figure it out. Her videos, they're really cool. You'll see if you go to do it, and it's like a little TV show. So I just turn on my little TV show, get my little fashion inspiration, and she does it on different sides. So obviously she dresses in fashion, but she also wants to be like a stylist and working in fashion in that way. So it's also like you're getting both ends of it. You're getting one, she's putting on the pieces herself, and then two, she's styling pieces for a shoot. Somebody else that I really like is Bria Deshawn.
So I found this girl YouTube today, y'all, and immediately
what I love is how she has not so much rebranded herself, but she has so many different aspects of herself on social media. So yes, she's documenting her life, but she owns a fashion brand, and the fashion brand is so cute. I have to get one of the dresses, but I've been thinking about making my own like off the shoulder dress. I follow her because she's a very creative person, and I like seeing the background of women making, or black women making their ways as fashion designers. So that brings me into the next person, Danielle. Danielle, she's from Houston, and I think I found her probably, if it wasn't off TikTok, it probably was a mutual friend who posted some of her stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really cute. One of the first pieces that I saw from her was her skirt. Her skirt went viral, and ever since then I've kind of been following her off the strength of her being an up-and-coming designer and from Houston. It's so inspiring seeing these ladies, and that's like gonna wrap up all the YouTubers that I watch. Now the next place that I want to say that you can get some inspiration from other creators, obviously is going to be TikTok. I believe the people that I mentioned beforehand, they do all have TikTok, so you can check them out on there too. But now I'm gonna just go left into Twitter. Twitter, I have found there are a lot of, archivists, but it's black archivists. Like, I really need to like switch and not be so black focused, like get a little bit more diversity into my inputs. But right now I'm a little bit focused on the black archivists on Twitter. Some of them aren't actually black. Hey, that's okay. I diversified my content. First, I'm gonna just say the House of Tay. The House of Tay, I've been seeing some of the stuff and I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy seeing their content, even though I did just find them and follow them. The truth of the matter is, I had some people like just saved in my bookmarks unknowingly, because like I'll see they posted this recap of some celebrity wearing this piece, and I was like, oh, I want that, I need that. So I just had them saved in my bookmarks. But once I went back for this video and started going through my bookmarks, I found that these people are putting out great content. The next one's gonna be Bourgeois Ghetto. I don't know if I said that right. These are not creators, but I recently followed them from Met Gala, and the theme, these are designers that were present at the Met Gala, so I follow them so I can just stay more in tune with fashion. They are Laquan Smith, Christopher John Rogers, Edmund Thompson, and Walls Bonner. The stuff that I've been seeing lately from them has been pretty inspiring. Social media is ground zero. That's like really your base, because I feel like everybody is on social media at this point. Even if you are trying to take down your time, that's going to be your base point. Get into Substacks and read more. I say Substacks because it's primarily free. Some creators on Substack, or some writers, whatever, they will put a paywall, but it's going to be more free content in regards to doing an editorial or something like that. You can find so many different people. You can find niches in fashion. So many people just writing and writing about whatever fashion they're into. The first person that I want to talk about is LEC Ellis. And I don't know how I found their Substack, but what I do know is she isn't like a traditional Substack writer. Nobody really is on traditional on there. Like, that's the art of it is untraditional. But what she writes on her pages is like she's writing about her life. And one piece in particular, she was writing about her travels in a different country, and she mentioned like a vintage shop in this country. So I want more people like that in my life. You have a spot in a different country to get luxury goods. I need that. That's the type of stuff that I need in my life, and that's exactly why I follow her. She puts good takes on culture. Fashion isn't just, getting dressed up. Fashion is culture. It's a representation of different countries, different people, different statuses, histories, like all that stuff. That's why, fashion, it kind of gets me a little bit excited, because it goes deep. She goes a little bit deeper into it. Once you're talking about your life, and fashion just becomes like an interception of it. And I hope I'm making sense, and like I still have you on hold, but she is definitely somebody that I would say to read on. All Things Fashion Tech is a Substack that posts about basically what the title is, fashion and tech, but it has job openings in fashion tech behind a paywall, so you do have to pay for that. It does just also give like updates on what major happenings are in fashion and tech, like the combine of it. Like I said about culture, the number one thing that you can see trending is what's going on in economics and tech or things like that. Reading the Substack, it lets me know like the different things that are going on, because it recently talked about how Pinterest is becoming like AI's new tool. Like, you go to search something on Pinterest and it can be different things. Basically, like what it said is Pinterest is breaking down the barrier. For those of you that are just trying to get into fashion, I think that would be a good read for you. It's basically saying like, if you do not know what chiffon is or A-line, you can search it on Pinterest, and Pinterest will reduce that barrier of entry. So it's very good and inviting stuff in the world of fashion. Next, a style set. A style set is like your simple, easy little go-to for fashion. It gives you style guides. It gives you like so much stuff, maybe like even sales that are happening. This makes it so easy and palatable for people that want to be in fashion or get in fashion. Don't limit your reading to just Substack. There is so much more out there for you. There are independent magazines, there's Days, ID, and they have so much gold in them. You want to expand your horizons, so that's like what I'm doing by offering these editorials and magazines to you. I loved reading The Cut. I don't know what major event it was, but it was like a music awards that was going on. And you know how all the celebrities, famous people come down the carpet? Well, The Cut, what they did for this one night is they highlighted each of these looks. They said what was so special about them, ranked them best to worst, and it was like so many different pieces on this one night because it's multiple writers putting content out. And like I like that you don't just have to limit like your sources. It's like you can go in depth or you can look at a little funny, you know, a funny piece. It has fashion, pop, culture, music, anything under that big vast bubble. The Cut has it. You're going to be entertained. To wrap up reading, you're going to have to read some fashion books. Truthfully, I have not fully read like enough fashion books, skimmed it, but I really want to get more into reading like a book in depth. There's way more fashion books out there, but if you really want to take it to that next level of immersing yourself into the culture of fashion, get a fashion book. Also, the books of editorials in the past, like old Vogue. You're seeing models from way back when, how they looked, and you can compare it to modern day and time. If y'all have any books that I should recommend that I need to put at the top of my list, let me know in the comments, please. Watch fashion shows. This is a little two-part. There are fashion shows like TV, America's Next Top Model, How to Become a Designer. There are those shows, and then there's the actual fashion shows, that the legit fashion shows that have the runways. Watch vintage shows, see it live. You want to see how the models are walking, how the fabric moves with them. Watch the current. We are in this day and age. But I think for a lot of us, we are more tuned into watching stuff on Netflix, Hulu, Peacock. Watching fashion shows can truly give you Watching fashion shows like that can truly get you into the culture of fashion. I'm gonna go down a hill and talk about reality housewives. Y'all, Nene Leakes, the ladies on Atlanta, they have worn so much off the runway. It's crazy.
You wish you can get this check out here for this clothing line. So and I can loan you some fashions because that is a piece of...
And your dress is
cheap
Miss Leakes.
This is off the runway. Now this is off the runway.
No, they don't make those sizes for the runway.
Girl, you better zip this zipper down and see what this is, honey.
I don't know.
They make them when you got the coins.
Really?
You can buy them off the runway. I know you wouldn't know what come down the runway considering what you got on.
Because I didn't ever walk down.
They are it girls. Like, that's honestly why, I mean, that's why they're on the show. Really, like, truly want to be in a fashion, watch the girls who are it girls. I'm not talking about baddies. No. Get into the housewives. The housewives have the culture. They have the archive pieces, okay? Watch them. Girlfriends, Joan, her fashion is iconic. There are so many other TV shows. Like, if you think of them, it's going to light a match in your head. You know what fashion looks they're talking about. Honestly, it's so many characters that can probably pop into your head and you're gonna be like, oh yes, I want to dress like that, because we do it all the time for Halloween. You probably didn't even realize this, so you are probably a little step ahead of some people. Now I want you to explore niche fashion acts like the Real, Mirrorine, the Wearing, little pieces of fashion. It's going to push you on to smaller design. It's going to put you on to stuff you never knew about. But it's going to be cool because I think, especially like the Mirrorine, I like it because it's like a little game. And playing with fashion like as if it's a game, like it's Sims. I know y'all love Sims. So that is something that's very fun for me. And it shows me like sites and stores that are not Fashion Nova or what you're normally used to getting. So that is my holy hidden treasure, Mirrorine. Finally get on Pinterest. I know you've been on Pinterest, but this time we're gonna do it a little bit differently. We are gonna use it as a mood board, not a copy board. I used to fall victim to it. I would want to piece pieces together exactly how they did it on Pinterest, but Pinterest is only meant to be an inspiration. You're only supposed to see different types of fit and then piece it together in your own way. Whenever you try to copy and paste from Pinterest and it doesn't work out, you're mad at the girl on Pinterest. That's not her fault. She just was able to make things work for her. Me, for instance, like today, I spent a lot of time finding some jorts. They fit so differently on everybody else and they were not fitting me. So if I were to go on Pinterest and I saw this girl wearing like jorts. I know now that I just can't see the jorts that she's wearing and think I need that exact brand or whatever you want to have it. Your style can't evolve if you're not looking beyond your closet. I've said multiple times, fashion is culture, fashion is life. So if you are staying inside and only like reading books, only watching movies, you aren't going to fully be ingrained in fashion. You can't thrive in a bubble. You need to get out of the bubble. By getting out of the bubble, I do mean go outside, touch grass, literally.
Some of you guys need to get out of bed, put something cute on, and go outside and smell some daggone roses. Touch some freaking grass. You're on the internet too much.
Get friends, because the people you hang out with, they can also influence you. They can inspire you, or you probably just dress the same so you're fitting into each other. But the lovely thing about fashion is it's kind of like a school. There are different cliques in fashion.
I'm sorry, what is your name as a group?
The Click. Click or clique? Click.
There are the high-end luxury people. There's emo, boho, clean girl looks. There's so much in fashion, y'all. There's probably something like very, very niche, like down to the pink bow camo print girl. The lovely thing is you do not have to stick to just one niche or one clique in fashion. You can go around, but you will never know like what's out there if you don't go and taste like all the flavors. Try different friend groups. Like, don't limit yourself. If you find out that you only go to coffee shops, maybe try going to like a, I don't know, go to a diner. The more you experience, the more refined your taste will be. I want you to grow your taste buds so you can truly figure out what your personal style is, so you're not limited to your particular preferences. You're getting out of that bubble and you're trying new things. I said we outside and we gonna stay outside. We're gonna get in the community, go to thrift stores, go to the mall, go to a museum. We gotta go places. We got friends. We need to go places with the friends. Going places can give you so much perspective on your culture and your city. And just fast forwarding back to the beginning when I said that this creator went to a different country and she saw little thrift stores there, culture outside. And I think that's like one of the things I love about traveling to different countries. You can see how they're living and what their fashion sense is. I really do love going to like a museum and art district in a city because it's so inspiring. It inspires me to be more creative in my dressing, because like you'll see the coolest fits, you'll see the coolest jewelry. These people are coming up with stuff that I didn't even think existed. Spaces, they're definitely like one of the spaces to be. When you immerse yourself in real life beauty and creativity, it'll naturally reflect in your life. That's what we have been working on. We are working on our inputs so our outputs can be different. You'll just start realizing as you're getting dressed and going outside more and more, your tastes are evolving and you're starting to tell stories like without even noticing it. You're just a natural boom. Now people are looking at you and saying, how is she so put together? How is she so cultured? Lastly, you have to dare to be different. Even me, like right now, I'm playing it safe. What do we gain from playing it safe? We only gain like a missed opportunity to be the main character or the it girl. Let yourself explore and allow yourself to grow, because that's the only way you'll ever truly be different from everybody else. Instead of just following the trends, explore on your own. Go outside, read, watch TV. I'm actually telling you to watch TV for once and scroll on social media. Just make sure it's a good input that you're putting into your body. We are clean eating our social media habits and our reading habits, everything else. Honestly, we've been filling our system with too much junk food. But keep asking questions, keep experimenting, and never stop playing dress up. Have fun. This is like you giving back to your inner child or letting your inner child roam free. Let her do her. These are steps that I've really been trying to work on as I'm building my fashion sense. I told y'all what it was way back when I started all this, but now I'm like really trying to implement it. One thing I've really been getting into or liking a lot more is vintage shoes. I love a good heel. I love a good heel. So the fact that I'm finding all these people that are putting out gorgeous heels or vintage heels, I need that. I need that. So I just really wanted to do this for y'all so y'all can get immersed in fashion yourselves. If you feel like fashion is this crazy thing, nobody ever told you about it, you can't learn about it, that's a lie. You can always learn about fashion. There's people who are fashion people and they don't care about fashion. But what I'm telling you to do is just give yourself a better input so you can start dressing how you really want to dress. Please let me know in the comments what part you're excited to try, or let me know something that you do to improve your fashion sense. Like, overall? I want to know. Give me the tea. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zari once again, and this is Fashion Saturdays. Oh my gosh, that's a huge bug. Anywho, read